Welcome to Trailer Trash Talk, or should it be Trailer Trash Talk? Maybe Trailer Trash Talk. I don't suppose it really matters now, does it? Here, from his trailer in a mobile home park in Elkridge, Maryland, the Trash Master, Bill Schmalfeldt.
Well, if that's what you want to call me. This is really the first experimental live broadcast that will turn into a podcast at such time as we determine that we know what the hell we're doing. So, good morning. It is 11:05 in the morning on June 5th, 2015. And let's start with some good feelings.
Go warily amid the noise and waste. And remember, they have video cameras on every street corner now. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. You may need them as character witnesses. Seek out loud and aggressive persons. They make you look good by comparison. You can compare yourself with others without becoming vain and bitter, as long as you remember you know people who could have them killed. Always strive to be the tallest person in any group photo.
Seems like we're off to a decent start here. I've got a a little brown Chinook bothering me to go out and use the yard, which is something we have to do here at the trailer park from time to time here at the Schmalfeldt dog ranch. So while I'm doing that, let's get you up to date with what's going on in the world.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Natalie Powell. The US suspects that China is behind a hack that could potentially have accessed the personal data of 4 million government workers in America. The Chinese embassy in the US has warned against jumping to conclusions, though. It's raising questions about how secure networks are, as our correspondent Kate Fisher reports from Washington.
An attack against the nation is how one cyber expert described it. The data breach involved the Office of Personnel Management, which runs human resources for the federal government. But reports today suggest the breach could go further, affecting nearly every government agency in the country. The Chinese embassy in Washington called accusations that China may be behind the hacking not responsible and counterproductive. Kate Fisher, Washington.
The Chinese cruise ship that capsized on the Yangtze River after a storm has been uprighted by Chinese salvage teams. Only 14 of the 456 passengers and crew on board were rescued, with officials warning that the chances of finding more survivors were now slim. The disaster looks set to be China's worst shipping accident in over 60 years. Greece has told the International Monetary Fund that it will delay the €300 million bill repayment until the end of the month. Athens is still in talks with its international creditors over the terms and conditions of its bailout agreement, and until a deal is signed, the country will not receive the next tranche of its bailout. The Greek government has told the IMF that it intends on paying all 4 of its debt payments together at the end of June. Our Europe correspondent Jack Parrock has more.
There are more repayment deadlines looming throughout the summer, totalling almost €7.5 billion. Greece needs to reach a deal with the European Union, the IMF and the European Central Bank to unlock a €7.2 billion slice of bailout money, or could face defaulting on future repayments. Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras is continuing to hold meetings in Brussels, but is insistent that Greece will not accept strict austerity measures like pension cuts and VAT rises his country's creditors wish to impose on the Greek economy.
Almost 150 people are thought to be stranded on Southeast Asia's highest mountain, Mount Kinabalu, after a 6.0 magnitude earthquake struck the area. It's understood a number of people have been injured because of falling boulders, and there are reports of tourists trapped and injured on the Via Ferra climbing route. All climbing activity has been cancelled. Officials in Ghana say 175 people were killed in a fire at a petrol station in the country's capital, Accra. It's thought people were sheltering in the petrol station because of torrential rain that left many homeless and without power. The flooding hampered rescue efforts. From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN. The stage is set for crucial elections in Turkey this weekend that will determine whether President Recep Tayyip Erdogan wins a chance to expand his powers. He's hoping that his Justice and Development Party wins a large enough majority to rewrite the constitution and redefine the role of the presidency. From Istanbul, Simon Marks reports.
It is called a supermajority, and that's what President Erdogan is hoping voters deliver his Justice and Development Party when they go to the polls on Sunday. His argument that he's brought confidence and prosperity to Turkey and can do even more if he has the power to rewrite the constitution and make the role of the president, not the prime minister, Turkey's most powerful office. His opponents fear he wants to lead the country away from secularism and further down an Islamist path. They'll find out soon whether they're strong enough to block his ambitions. Simon Marks, Istanbul.
And finally, screen and TV icon, former farmhouse diva and beloved Muppet, Miss Piggy, is being recognised for her contributions to society with a feminist award at the Brooklyn Museum in New York. The ceremony honouring the candid pig will look back on Miss Piggy's inspirational career, both as an entertainer and a role model for young girls. Zach Huskings has more from New York.
The pig is in New York, announced Miss Piggy on Twitter as she arrived in Manhattan this week. Here at the Big Apple, she awaits the coveted feminist award that puts her in the same league as past winners, including journalist Connie Chung and retired Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor. Elizabeth Sackler, the founder of the center, says Miss Piggy has spirit, determination, and grit, and has inspired children to be who they are, and that squares directly with feminism. Zach Huskins, New York.
And that's the latest feature story news. Natalie Powell reporting.
Let's join Dan McCullough and his pal Eddie.
Say, Dan, I've got an idea.
Yeah?
You remember the old game where I think of something and then you ask me questions and guess what it is?
Sure, Eddie. Why?
Well, let's play that game. Only let's make it about those insignia and warplane buttons I'm collecting. The ones from packages of Kellogg's Pep.
Okay, you want to start?
All right. I'm thinking of something that's red and blue and yellow and black and white.
Oh, that's one of those insignia buttons, all right, with all those colors. Let's see, is it a picture of a bird?
Nope.
A bomb?
Nope.
An animal?
Well, yeah, an animal.
Well, that gives me something to start on. Now, is it one of the second series of buttons?
Right.
Let's see, an animal. Is it a bear?
Nope.
Hey, this is getting tough. A dog?
Guess again.
I know, a tiger.
Oh, you guessed it. But I'll bet you can't tell me which squadron that insignia belongs to.
Oh, that's easy, Eddie. It's Marine Fighter Squadron VMF 224. And like the other buttons in this swell second series, it's a honey. Clear, brilliant colors, sharp outlines, why, you can even see the tough expression in the tiger's eyes. And the rings around his tail. He's all dressed up, too, with a cap and a sweat jersey and boxing gloves. Yes, sir, these insignia buttons are just about the classiest looking things you ever saw. And they're so easy to get. You don't send in any money, not even a box stop. And you can't buy them anywhere. You just make sure Mother gets you a package of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep. Then, inside you'll find a prize, an exciting insignia or warplane button. There's a button in every package, and it's a prize for you from P.E.P. Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Next time it's too rainy for you to be out of doors, here's an idea for what to do. Get out your collection of insignia and warplane buttons from packages of Kellogg's Pep and see how close you are to having all the buttons in both the first and the second series. Why, you'll probably make up your mind to eat more of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal so you can get more prizes. Then you might see how many of those insignia you can identify, like Marine Bombing Squadron 433, for example. You can remember that with a red dragon with two tails, riding a bomb, and firing a machine gun. By the time you get through, you'll be mighty proud of your collection, believe me. Because, you see, these buttons really are smart-looking. The colors are clear and bright and sharp, really stand out against the sparkling white background. And they're made of metal, so they'll last indefinitely. Now, if anyone should ask you how you got those swell buttons, tell them it's easy. You don't send in a single penny. No, sir, not even a box stop. And you don't buy them. You just ask Mom to get a package or two of Kellogg's Pep. Then look inside for your exciting prize, a brilliant insignia or warplane button. There's a button in every package of P.E.P. Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek.
If you enjoy the witty comedy bits on this show, even the naughty stuff that professional moron Eric P. Johnson of Paris, Tennessee calls illegal, you can have your own copies of these choice bits of progressive funny stuff by logging onto Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, or wherever you purchase CDs or digital downloads online. Do a search for our host's last name, spelled Schmalfeldt, and you will find a wealth of material recorded over the years for your amusement, and to insult the pinheads who support the harassing lawfare of W.J.J. Hogue III. Don't wait until after someone carries out their threats to murder Bill. The prices will be certain to skyrocket. Go to your favorite online place for ordering CDs or digital downloads. Search for SCHMALFELDT. Blow the cobwebs off of that credit card and show the right-wing dickheads that they are not the boss of you. Thank you.
Atom Age Vampire. You will flame to the stark ritual of a beautiful girl's last searing dance, as tragedy forever mars her loveliness, leaving her to face a world of terror.
I give you my word that I will restore your face, restore all your beauty.
You will cringe as the demented doctor experiments with a girl's trusting innocence. But to possess the living miracle wrought by his twisted genius, he must forever sacrifice his soul to the cunning gods of evil.
A transplant directly from another human being.
A mad creature born of the atomic age, now shackled to a world of rotting bodies and violent death. A sadist, a criminal, a depraved animal, more ferocious than Jekyll, more monstrous than Frankenstein, more bloody than Dracula.
Fire a volley through the window pane.
You will gasp as lust and madness stalk the dark and screaming night in Atom Age.
We've barely begun to take out the trash. This is Trailer Trash Talk. Now, back to our trash master, Bill Schmalfeldt.
More of a trash compactor than anything else. It's 11:20 on our first experimental live broadcast of Trailer Trash Talk. We'll kick off with a more or less regular schedule on Monday. But today I just wanted to make sure this actually works, that it actually records so we can use it as a podcast as well, and we'll see where we go from there. So, there's a lot of great pod-safe music on Spreaker Web Radio, which we are using at the moment. Here's one of them from a group called Bosco and Peck. It's called Blood.
I'm standing with this gun in my hand. I'm looking around for some place to run. I'm staring in a selfish trance. Oh God, what have I done? Well, I've been searching in myself, and what is done I just can't help. I know they'll never understand.
I can't see how this gun got
This is the hand I was dealt in. I'm doing the best I can. I didn't kill that man, though I'm standing in a pool of his blood. Please help me in. Please God, help me. Lord, get me out of this hole that I've dug. Someone help me cover it up. I'm searching this house for plastic bags. Maybe a mop will help me stop this flood. I'm cleaning it up with paper towels and rags. How can one head make so much blood? And I've been searching in myself. What is done, I just can't help. I know they'll never understand.
I can't see how this gun got
This is the hand I was dealt in. I'm doing the best I can. I didn't kill that man, though I'm standing in a pool of his blood. Please help me in. Please God, help me. Lord, get me out of this hole that I've dug. But someone help me cover it up. Make your escape. You're on when you're sure it's safe. But you know, they watch to see who goes first. No time left to hesitate. Got to leave this all up to fate. Just go, and do it right under their nose. But you try to escape, and you can't get away. 'Cause you panic and wait. When you think someone might know, still you try to escape. But you can't get away, 'cause the hand of fate isn't under your control. This is the hand I was dealt in. I'm doing the best I can. And you try to escape, and you can't get away. I'm doing the best I can. I didn't kill that man, though I'm standing in a pool of his blood. Please help me in. Please God, help me. Lord, get me out of this hole that I've done. Someone help me cover it up. I was dealt in. I'm doing the best I can. I didn't kill that man, though I'm standing in a pool of his blood. Please help me in. Please God, help me. Lord, get me out of this hole that I've done. But someone help me cover it up.
All right, now settle down, you bunch of pecker Dutch assholes. I got some announcifying to make. You know who I am. I am Texas Senator and future President Ted Cruz. And I am here today to announce, officially, once and for all, that I am not only running for President of the United States of America, that as of this moment, I am officially President of the United States. Now, you can argue with me if you want, but then you're likely to get this balled up bunch of Texas fist bones in your face. Now, why am I not announcing this in my home state of Texas? Why am I not standing up in front of the Texas Capitol building in Houston or Dallas or wherever the hell it is and letting folks know that Texas's favorite son, and by that I don't mean Rick Perry, homo, pardon me, I had a little coughing fit there. Why am I not standing up in front of the Texas Capitol at the Alamo and saying whatever it is to announce that I am running for president? Well, it's because I'm here at Liberty University in Lynchburg, what are we, Virginia or Tennessee here? In Lynchburg, Tennessee, to announce here in front of God and everybody that I am the President of the United States. And the reason I'm here in Lynchburg is because I'm at Liberty University, and that is where God lives. Look up there, that tower up there, over there, where the tower is, where the bell is. You know this was Jerry Falwell's creation, this here Liberty University, and he wouldn't have created it if God hadn't have told him to create it, and so he created it. And that is all the proof you need that God told me I should run for president. That's right. I was sitting at home there Thursday afternoon, sipping a cup of fine Colombian coffee with a heavy splash of whiskey in it. And all of a sudden, I was watching Fox News, and that Megyn Kelly lady, all of a sudden, she turned into Jesus. I mean, it was the damnedest thing I ever saw. I was looking right for 1 second, I'm looking at this blonde, purty gal, and the next thing you know, her hair turns brown, she grows a beard, her purty little dress turns into a tunic, and it was Jesus. And he pointed right at me in 3D and said, "Ted, I'm talking directly to you. Nobody else can see this but you. And I want you to announce on Monday, March 23rd, 2015, that you are not only running for president, but that I have decided that you are the President of the United States." Well, now, hell, if you want to argue with Jesus, you just go ahead and argue with Jesus. He's the one that said it. I wouldn't get into an argument with Jesus if I was you, because I don't think that's a very smart thing to do. I think you're likely to get a bolt of lightning up your ass if you do that. Besides, he's the Son of God. He died for our sins. His death and glorious resurrection can only mean one thing, and that is whatever he says on the Fox News is absolutely true. So here's what I want y'all to do. I want you all to get the fuck out of here and go out there and let everybody know. There's bumper stickers in the back of the room that says Ted Cruz is president, so shut the fuck up. All right? Now get to it. If I see any slackers, I got my old pearly-handled pistol here at my side, and I know just how to use it. Matter of fact, when I'm president, everybody, well, I am president, so I guess I ought to go ahead and do this now. Tell you what, in that same box where you see the bumper stickers, grab a hunk of paper and write down your name and address and phone number and email address so we know where to send your brand new pearly-handled revolver so that everybody can have one, even the babies. This is how many people there is in your family, and we'll make sure we send one to each and every one of you. You got to buy your own bullets. Like I said, I ain't made of money or nothing, and besides, I am the president. President Ted Cruz. Hosanna in the highest.
One thing you can say about those of us living in the trailer park, we're patriots. Well, those of us who are actual legal residents and can speak English and such. Hi, Bill Schmalfeldt here. This is Trailer Trash Talk Live for June 5th, 2015, and so far this experiment seems to be working out fairly well. I think that when we start this in full production mode, you can count on a weekday show from 10 until noon, unless other factors interfere, like, real life. Those of you who have been following me for a while know that my wife is in the hospital right now. She's not expected to recover. She's lucid, she's with it, but she's very, very weak. And we're going to cut this off probably at about what time is it now? 11:34? Probably go till about noon today. Then I can clean up and get ready to go out to the hospital to visit her. Right now we're just waiting on one more test result. A pathology report on the fluid that they drained. They drained 1.5 gallons of fluid out of this poor woman on Monday. They've done blood tests that indicate a certain kind of cancer, and the pathology report from the cells in the fluid will determine what we're dealing with for sure. But more on that when we know more on that. And let's continue with Trailer Trash Talk Live.
Speaker, Mrs. Milan's very own. That is, when our young son Daniel hasn't picked it up and carried it off to his room.
Oh, there you have it, Ray. Even a mere youngster can play it.
Jimmy, you can hardly miss getting those 7-inch records onto the big center spindle correctly. And what's there to do after that?
Nothing but press one button once and enjoy up to 50 minutes of music.
And what music, Jimmy? Such rich tone.
And there's the second great feature of the RCA Victor 45, quality. The third is its low cost. 45 automatic players begin at $12.95, and 45 records as low as 46 cents. Those 15 dance albums you mentioned, Ray, cost $12.45 less when purchased on 45. And that's only 50 cents short of the price of a completely automatic 45 attachment. With record savings like this, it's no wonder all America is swinging to 45.
Best swing I've ever seen, Jimmy.
None better, Ray. Friends, join the swing to 45 when you buy your next record.
In many foreign lands, wherever wine connoisseurs gather, they enthusiastically praise the distinguished character of Roma wines. Such praise of Roma wines in foreign lands can only mean that they are truly magnificent in quality. Roma wine's excellence is due to a unique combination of California's perfect soil and climate, from whence come the choice Roma wine grapes, plus age-old winemaking skill and modern knowledge. These combine to make Roma constant in quality, uniformly fine, unexcelled in value. Tomorrow, discover for yourself the delightful Roma taste and goodness enjoyed by more Americans than any other wine. Simply serve as an appetizer before dinner a cool glass of golden nut-like Roma California sherry. Then on the table, place a bottle of cool, hearty Roma Burgundy. You'll be pleasantly surprised at the extra delight it adds to your meal, how it will win new compliments from family or guests. Yet, the cost is only pennies a glassful. Get Roma wines tomorrow. If your dealer is temporarily out of Roma, please try again soon. Ask for ROMA, Roma wines. Remember, more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine.
Bloodiest double horror show in history. I drink your blood and I eat your skin. Men become animals and eat their victims. I drink your blood and I eat your skin. A young boy infects an entire town with rabies and turns a group of men into a band of bloodthirsty zombies ravaging a peaceful countryside. I drink your blood and I eat your skin. Will make your blood curdle and your skin crawl. But you will sit there and suffer through the tortures of the damned. You will sit and watch this shocking ugliness splashing across the screen. You will ask yourself, what acts of sadism will this electric knife be used for? What horrors will be performed with this axe, this hose, this dagger, this gun, this sword, all the implements necessary to make this the ultimate in adult horror films. We have painted a bloody picture, but it is only a small part of what actually takes place in I Drink Your Blood and I Eat Your Skin. Can you take it? If you have a strong constitution, we challenge you to test it and sit through. I drink your blood and I eat your skin.
We hope you remember to sort out the recyclables. Back to Trailer Trash Talk. Here is our erstwhile trash master, Bill Schmalfeldt.
Speaking of which, Friday is Recyclable Day here in the trailer park, and I remembered to take them out this morning. I find myself having to, well, not having to, but it's necessitary. Necessitary! Hey, I just invented a word live on Spreaker Web Radio. No, it's necessary to do the things that one must do when one is practically living alone. My wife is suffering from what appears to be ovarian cancer, and it's a proof of God's sense of humor. Back before Gail and I met, she had an abnormal pap smear. So the doctors told her she could go ahead and have one more baby if she wanted, but she already had two and decided that was plenty. And so they did a partial hysterectomy. They took out the uterus, the fallopian tubes, one ovary, and left the other ovary in there. And that one has turned cancerous, and at the moment is killing her. Ha ha ha! Oh God, are you just a trickster or what?
When he rolls up his sleeves, he ain't taking any shit. Our God is a badass God. He's picking up the sinners to crush them in his fist. Our God is a mean old God. And the Lord wasn't kidding when he kicked us out of Eden, and it wasn't for no reason that he'll shed your blood. His return is very close, so you better be believing our God is a pissed off God. Our God is a pissed off God. He scowls from heaven above with anger, vengeance, and wrath. Our God is a pissed off God. Our God is a pissed off God. He scowls from heaven above with anger, vengeance, and wrath. Our God is a pissed off God. And when you disobey him and ignore what he said, our God is a big bad God. He will stomp on your cities until everybody's dead. Our God is a hateful God. Judgment and wrath, he's got that in bushels. Mercy and grace is for weaklings and fools. I hope that you have not too quickly forgotten our God is a pissed off God. Our God is a pissed off God. He scowls from heaven above with anger, vengeance, and wrath. Our God is a pissed off God. Our God is a pissed off God. He scowls from heaven above with anger, vengeance, and wrath. Our God is a pissed off God. Our God is a pissed off God. He scowls from heaven above with anger, vengeance, and wrath. Our God is a pissed off God. Our God is a pissed off God. He scowls from heaven above with anger, vengeance, and wrath. Our God is a pissed off God. Our God is a pissed off God. He scowls from heaven above with anger, vengeance, and wrath. Our God is a pissed off God. Our God is a pissed off God. Our God is a pissed off God.
As mentioned in the onset of the program today, you'll hear a lot of what they call pod-safe music here. Folks who have submitted their music to Spreaker.com to be played on other folks' shows. That was A New Ascension with a song called Deity, or however you say it. And before that, yours truly with Our God is a Pissed Off God. And you'll find that here in the trailer park, we don't cotton much to glad-handing politicians who wish to deprive others of their rights, such as Ted Cruz. Ladies and gentlemen, Texas Republican Senator Ted Cruz.
Guy walks in the Senate, says, who can I fasten myself to? Who can I fasten myself to? Like some kind of leech in a pond. I need a photo opportunity. I want a shot at the big bucks. Don't want to have only one term in the Senate graveyard. Gold digger, gold digger. Money to be made here, far away from my Texas home. Mr. Tea Party, get these libs away from me, you know. I don't need to be coherent anymore. If you be my bodyguard, I can climb into your bed. I can call you Larry. Larry, when you call me, you can call me Ted. Guy holds a fundraiser, says, where are my big contributions? Gonna need a lot more contributions, and whoa, campaigns are so long. Who wants my wife and family? Who wants to die here? Where is my sugar daddy? Now that my sugar daddy's there, just ducked out to his bank, bought a roly-poly little bag of cash. All along, there'll be incidents and accidents. There'll be hints and allegations. Oh, yeah. If you be my bodyguard, I'll do things for you in bed. I can call you Larry. Larry, when you call me, you can call me Ted. Call me Ted.
We've got people that'll fight. And I think because of that, we're going to see a lot of action during the rest of the year, and especially in the Senate where the rules are more favorable to what we're trying to do. And Senator Cruz has shown that he may have only been there for 4 months, but he knows how to run circles around just about everybody else in that Senate. We've got a real hero there that's ridden into town from Texas. And I'm so happy that we made a major effort to support his campaign when he was a candidate, and he has not disappointed us. And I'm certain that he's not going to disappoint us. This guy is the real deal.
Man walks in the Senate. He's a bigwig in D.C. Acts like it's a third world. That's because it's first time around. Doesn't speak the language, but he has currency. He's a corrupt man. He's surrounded by the sound, pigs at the slopping trough, filling up the rotten gorges. He looks around and sees devils in the infrastructure. Realizing he's insane, he says, amen and hallelujah. If you'll be my bodyguard, I can be your guy in bed. I can call you Larry. Larry, when you call me, you can call me Ted. Call me Ted. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Boom. What the hell did I do that for? Boom. Weird sound. If you be my I think there might be something wrong with me after all. God damn it, I knew this Washington, D.C. was going to be bad for me. But it sure is working out well in the financial end, I tell you what. You be my bodyguard. Anybody see my tater chips? I had tater chips when I came in here. I can call you Larry. I don't give a damn what you call me. Something better come up with my potato chips before I get pissed off. If you be my bodyguard. I don't want to be your goddamn bodyguard. I want my goddamn potato chips. Oh, wait, there they are. I can call you Larry. A whole bag of them. I lose them so easy sometimes. Oh, I think I'm crazy.
Honey, there's a package for you at the door.
Gee, I wonder who it's from.
There's no return address, but the postmark says it's from Slovenia.
Golly, I don't know anybody in Slovenia.
Well, what are you waiting for? Open it.
I'm just naive enough to do that, honey. I mean, What else are you gonna do with a mysterious package sent from some unknown person in Eastern Europe?
Well, what is it?
Well, mercy sakes alive. Someone has sent me a bowel movement.
Yes, nothing gets person's attention faster than a bowel movement in a Tupperware container. And here at Posta Poop, we take great care to spell name correctly and put correct address on label so poop show up at right person home. It's the new-fashioned way when you have something to say it with poop.
Honey, do we have a Tupperware bowl we can spare?
Sure. What do you need it for?
Well, it would be rude not to return the gesture.
You're so polite.
Here you go, you crazy Republican bastard.
Make sure you send enough to share.
No problem. I had tacos for lunch.
Posta Poop, when you care enough to send the very worst. It's a great holiday gift.
Hi there, folks. This is the Almighty Lord God in heaven above. And chances are you've seen those TV commercials that tell you about God's match for you. You know, those Christian dating sites. Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't need that. If I want you to hook up with someone, I'll tell you. Because, hey, I'm God. Next time you feel an urge to follow some girl home or to stalk some guy and make sure you copy down his license plate number, or you want to call somebody over and over and over again, just tell them it's God's will. And if you take it a step further than that and end up in jail, just tell the judge that God told you it was the right match, but the other person just must not have received the message or been open to it. Because, hey, I wouldn't tell you to do something that I thought was bad for you. Lucifer. Hi there. I saw the microphone here, and I thought I could just come in. How many times have I told you not to fiddle around with the radio equipment when I'm not there to monitor you? I know, vengeful God and all that. I'm out of here. I'm terribly sorry. All right. What the hell, Lucifer? It was just a joke. You can't take it. All right. Go on. Get. Sheesh, what a grouch. Seriously, folks, now that we have a moment to ourselves, I'm far too busy, running the entire cosmos like I do the millions and billions of stars and planets, each with their own lives. I just don't have time to individually worry about who you end up with. That's entirely up to you. That's why you have this free will thing that I gave you when I created you, whenever that was. So everybody just do your best and try to enjoy each other, try to make things better for each other, and we'll catch up later at some point, alright? God out.
If you let the trash sit for too long, it gets all stinky, just like a certain zombie mistress of our acquaintance. She generally produces more maggots. However, back to Trailer Trash Talk with our gentle trash master, Bill Schmalfeldt.
I tell you what, I'm running out of patience for adults who want to pretend that they're zombies. I think that these goth types who pretend that they're zombies, they're like the new Trekkies, only nerdier, only more unloved. This chick who's running Paul Krendler, and that's not his real name, his website now calls herself Dread Pirate Zombie Morgana. She's a zombie mistress, you see. And it turns out she attended my court hearing the other day. I'm still waiting on the results of the motion filed by W.J.J. Hogue to dismiss my lawsuit against him. But she showed up. I would say she's about 5'1", 5'2", 85 to 100 pounds, long jet black hair that is dyed that way. I mean, you can tell when it's a dye job. Every hair is the exact same color. A face that looks like a meth addict. I mean, all sunken cheeks, sunken eyes. I didn't see any eyebrows either, but a prominent ridge above her eyes. And stingy? Oh, God. It's like she had some sort of perfume on, but then before she came to the courthouse, she rolled around on a dead rabbit or something. I guess that's the new chic, the zombie look. At least Trekkies were nice. I mean, they were geeks, but they were nice. These would-be zombies who are currently stalking and harassing me, and we'll talk more about that on future episodes of Trailer Trash Talk. They're just disgusting individuals. They're just idiots. They're like Trekkies, but far, far more nerdy and geek-like. And that's just my opinion, and I'm Bill Schmalfeldt, so you can take that for what it's worth. Air Modular is the name of that group. The song is called Happy Dumb. This has been Trailer Trash Talk Live, June 5th, 2015, our first and experimental episode. We're going to give this a listen, load it up on the podcast page, and if we like what we hear, we're going to do this on a 5-day-a-week basis starting Monday from 10 until noon Eastern. We'll do it live, and then we'll run it on the podcast channel. So thanks for joining us. I've got to go get cleaned up, get dressed, and get out to the hospital to visit my wife. So have a great weekend, and we will talk to you again more than likely on Monday. Okay? Ta-ta.
You've been listening to Trailer Trash Talk, recorded live from the living room of a single wide trailer in Elk Ridge, Maryland. You can tweet the Trash Master at Trailer Trash Guy. That's at Trailer Trash Guy. Our Facebook fan pages, www.facebook.com/The Liberal Grouchcast. Trailer Trash Talk is a copyrighted performance by Bill Schmalfeldt, copyright 2015, after airing live on Blog Talk Radio. These shows can be heard on YouTube, SoundCloud, and at our website, trailertrashtalk.com. Until next time, stay safe, stay tidy, and don't forget to pick up the trash.